Hey, what's up, guys? It's Matt Modi with OddsJam, and what we're going to do in this video is we're going to bet some baseball. So I have some good news and bad news regarding betting baseball. The bad news is, I'll start with that first. I had 3 picks yesterday. Those picks went 1 and 2, down 45 bucks in profit. The good news is my new strategy that I've developed betting on baseball, it's more of a volume game. So unfortunately, when I put my bets in yesterday, there wasn't a ton of availability. But as the day went on, I used the exact same strategy, and I actually had some success to it. The reason why I'm not up a lot yesterday is because of the stupid WNBA. I had a really bad WNBA night, so my basketball profit went down about 400. My baseball profit went up about 400. So I'll take that because the WNBA I know is profitable. Baseball, I'm still working on a strategy. So it makes me feel a little bit better regarding it being a volume play. I had a bunch of bets yesterday, so if you look through my bet tracker, I have a lot of pending, as you can see. But yesterday, a lot of these were for baseball. Like these 2 were baseball. This one was baseball, and then like WNBA, you see lost, and then a huge play that lost. Both beat closing line. Unfortunately, both lost. So it makes me feel better about my baseball betting strategy. Unfortunately, for the video itself, I didn't have a ton of availability, so I wasn't able to add. I was only able to add 3 plays. But moving forward, if you're using the same strategy that I'm using, I'm confident that this net profit is not going to be a loss anymore. It's going to be a profit. So for this video, like I said, I've locked in a bunch of different bets. The annoying part, I went over this yesterday, is my location. I'm right on the edge of DC and Virginia. And where my desk is located, I'm too close to the DC border. So it says that my location is restricted. If I go down to my bedroom, I'm able to lock in bets. So my desk, I can't. My bedroom, I can't. So I literally just look at the Positive EV page, see a bet that's profitable, go down to my room, and place it. So that's why you see these bets were literally placed today, the 23rd at 8:03 a.m., 8:04 a.m. But my location is restricted. So that's exactly why. But anywhere you see a check mark is going to be a bet that I have placed. So you can see there's 2 right there. There's another one. Looks like there's only 3 that are still available, unfortunately. I did lock in a ton, as you can tell from my bet tracker. Like if we just look at my pending bets, we see what, like 10 or 12, maybe 15. A couple of these I locked in yesterday, so you can see the date placed. But most of this was this morning. So I'm hoping for a better baseball day today. I will still talk about the plays that I had. Again, I found them all using the OddsJam Positive Expected Value page. And let's just go through it. So this first play here is a player prop. Freddie Freeman over 0.5 total bases. I actually locked his in at, I believe, plus 100 odds. I believe, if I go and check. Yeah, I got him at plus 100 odds, but I'll use this updated number because that is what you can lock in as the viewer. And the logic for placing this bet is here. So the OddsJam line, which is pulled from the most accurate bookmaker in the world, the sharpest bookmaker in the world, prices this at minus 138. With the VIG removed, and the VIG is essentially just the juice that sportsbooks price up odds themselves. It's how they make their money. They charge a VIG to the odds. They charge a juice to the odds. So that way, hopefully, they get equal payout on both sides, and then they'll make that difference. So in order to see what this sharpest book in the world truly views a line, it's important to remove the VIG, which is exactly what is done here on the no VIG odds column. So the VIG is, no VIG has it at minus 119. The odds on DraftKings are at minus 105 as of right now. And the market width here is only 33 cents, which is good. Anything for a player prop 35 and below is within range. Another thing I like to do is open everything up in a new tab. Just want to see where all the books have it priced at. So we're going to scroll down to Freddie Freeman. Nice, so the odds might have changed again. But what we see here is the OddsJam line, which is what we bet it at, has it at minus 129. Caesars actually has it a little bit closer to the DraftKings line at minus 110. But then FanDuel has it even way worse odds than DraftKings at minus 140. So this is a truly positive expected value bet. That's a discrepancy amongst the sports books that I think is a really good bet. Obviously, I took it. As far as unit sizing for player props, I use the Kelly calculator, and I just do half of the multiplier. So for game props, I use 1. For player props, I use 0.5. So that's how the settings work. So it looks like this is an $80 bet as of right now. When I took it, it was only a $60 bet, so the odds actually shifted to make it even more favorable. So I'm going to go off of what this says. I'm going to go off of what everybody can lock in now, because there's a little bit of a time difference from when I locked it in. But this is going to be my first bet for today. It's Freddie Freeman over bases. So this was a, what was it, an $80 bet, I believe? Yeah, $80 bet that I got at plus, so it's plus 100 odds again now. And now what I like to do is calculate the expected profit in terms of actual dollar total. And you can get that using this column right here. So this percent that you see here can essentially be viewed as your quote unquote profit margin. So multiplied this percent by the amount of money you put on it is the expected profit you can figure to gain from placing this wager. So this one is 6.03%. So I just type that in here. Then I literally have a formula, which is pretty simple. It just multiplies them together. So you drag this down. My expected profit for this bet is roughly $4.82. Now, since I started tracking my expected profit, I haven't had much success, down like $370. But over time, you will see that the expected profit that you calculate will actually start to equal your net profit over time. Obviously, there's going to be variance. Right now, I'm in a downswing of variance, but over time, you will see that start to equal out. So this is the 23rd. So that is my first bet, is this Freddie Freeman over 1.5 total bases. The next one, just right down here, Adam Duvall, also over 1.5 total bases. This is in the Braves versus Giants game. And let's just check out the math here. So I locked this one in on FanDuel. I locked in a bunch. Let's see where this one is. So yeah, here we go. I put $50 on this one to record 2+ bases. And let's check it out. So the OddsJam line has this at plus 100. Of course, to get a real representation, the VIG needs to be removed, which has this at plus 114. 33 cents in market width, which is well within range. And we locked it in on FanDuel at plus 125 odds. So this one has a profit margin of roughly 5.06%. So I'm going to go ahead and lock that in, put that in here before I forget, 5.06%. But before I do that, I do, like I said, I love to look into the markets to see whether it's truly a discrepancy or not. And this one is awesome. This is exactly what we're looking for. OddsJam has it at plus 100. DraftKings also has it at plus 100. Caesars actually has it for worse odds. And then FanDuel has it all the way up at plus 125. So this plus 125, as you can tell, is a true outlier between all of the sports books, which is why I thought this one was a really good bet. So again, I put $50 on it. Let's see if it's still a $50 play or if the lines had changed. Nope, exactly, $50 play. Perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and add this to my spreadsheet. It was Adam Duvall over bases, and then I put $50 on this one at plus 125. So now just to calculate the profit margin here, it's roughly $2.53. So again, this isn't going to be your actual profit, this $4 and this $2. It's just your expected profit from betting this over time. So you'll see the small profits start to compound on each other and will start to eventually equal over time, like I said. Of course, bad time for me to say that in a downswing, but that's kind of how the situation works. So we'll just track this over the baseball season and see how it goes. So those are my first two bets, both player props. Now, if we keep scrolling, we'll see two more check marks. These are both game props on FanDuel and on BetMGM. So this first one here, Braves, Giants, it's the over. It's an alternate over, 10.5 runs, plus 154 on FanDuel. So this one I locked in. Looks like it was plus 158 when I got it. I put $75 on it, which is just a 3-unit wager for me. So let's talk about it. So the profit margin percent on this one is 3.51. So I'll go ahead and add that here before I forget, 3.51. And the logic here, so FanDuel has it at plus 154 now. The OddsJam line has it at plus 138. With the VIG removed, it's at plus 145. And 19 cents in market width, it's perfect. It's just what we're looking for. Anything for a game prop, 25 and below, above 3% EV is good to go. So this one all checks out from a math perspective. Again, profit margin of 3.51. So now let's add it to my Matt's Bets spreadsheet. So it looks like as of right now, this is only a roughly 2.2 unit play, so I'll go with this amount because it's only plus 154. It's what you guys are actually able to lock in. So this was Braves over runs, and this was, we put a $55 play. This was plus 154. So the profit margin here is roughly $2 on this one, $2. Now the next one, Mariners. This is the Mariners versus Athletics. This is an alternate first half run total. The odds on this one aren't great at minus 125, but as you can see, it has a pretty high win percentage of 57.6%. And I locked this one in on BetMGM. Looks like this was a $110 play for me. So it looks like nothing has changed here in terms of the odds. I just went ahead and rounded this one up. This one has a 3.44 profit margin on this one. And let's just talk through it. So again, we bet it on BetMGM at minus 125. The OddsJam line has it at minus 147, with the VIG removed at minus 135. So 20 cents in market width, well within range. Now, if we want to open this one up in a new tab, see what everything has it priced at. So we got the over 3. It looks like in this case, there's only odds for BetMGM and the OddsJam line. I mean, still a pretty sizable gap between the 20 here. But another reason why I like this is we see if you just go up half a run, every other book has this for minus money, whereas BetMGM has it for plus 110. So we don't know the exact numbers of what the other sports books would price this at because they don't have odds for it. But we can presume that MGM is going to be an outlier just based on the information we see here. It's constantly at the best lines where there is another one. So I think this one is a good play. So this will be my last play for today. $110. Mariners Athletics first half runs over 3. So I put 110 on this one. So if you drag it down, my profit margin for this one is $3 and roughly 80 cents. And these are going to be my 4 plays. So all taken from the OddsJam Positive EV page, all using my new betting strategy, which I outlined a couple videos ago. So definitely make sure to check that out if you haven't. If you are tailing, let me know. I would love to hear it. Hit me up at my Twitter handle that is flashed on the screen here. Comment on the video. Let me know you're tailing that way. Other than that, please remember to like the video and then, of course, subscribe to the OddsJam YouTube channel. But that is all I got for you. So thank you guys for watching and have a good one.